My hand shook violently as I opened my banking app, tears streaming down my cheeks, sitting alone in the car. The numbers stared back at me, zeros where my life savings used to be. His voice echoed in my mind. Get this beggar out. The room had gone utterly silent. Forks frozen midair. My father-in-law, silk tie glinting under the chandelier, hadn't even glanced at me when he spoke. Just a dismissive wave of his hand. The kind you give a waiter who's brought the wrong wine. Security gripped my arm. My wife's eyes avoided mine intentionally. That avoidance cut deeper than his words. She could have said something, anything, but she stayed silent. I remember the scrape of my chair across the marble, the laughter that followed me out, the heavy door closing behind me, sealing me out of the world I'd helped build for them. Sitting in my car, heart pounding, breath shaking, I realized one thing. They thought they'd strip me bare. They hadn't, while they celebrated their small victory upstairs. I was already holding the knife they'd sharpened for me. I met her in a library. Quiet, thoughtful, or so I believed. She told me I made her feel grounded, that she loved my simplicity. Back then, I thought money didn't matter if love was real. I worked hard, built a small tech firm from scratch. She stood beside me in photos, launch parties, investor dinners, newspaper features. The perfect couple. When her father finally accepted me, I mistook tolerance for respect. He invested in my company, offered advice, and slowly places men in roles that had once been mine. I thought he was helping. He was dismantling me. The night I lost a board vote, I saw him smiling. My wife's hand rested on his shoulder, and for the first time, the floor seemed to shift beneath me. It began with her phone. A single notification left carelessly on the counter. Transfer confirmed. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. It led to accounts I didn't recognize, money movements that made no sense. My name remained on paper, but I was being erased quietly. I traced every wire, every transfer, each one pointing back to him and her, my wife, my partner, my thief. That night, I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I didn't confront her. I simply stared at her as she slept, breathing slow, peaceful, as if she hadn't just gutted me. And in that stillness, something inside me clicked. Pain became focus. Focus became precision. I didn't confront. I planned. First, I regained access quietly, using old admin portals I'd built, forgotten by everyone but me. I began pulling threads. Move 1. I mirrored their shell accounts. Every transaction they made, I made too, but in reverse, hidden, subtle, legal. Move 2. I reactivated a dormant holding company under a name, placed assets within it, then scheduled a timed liquidation to trigger under a single condition. Betrayal confirmed. Move 3. I leaked whispers. A journalist friend owed me a favor. Rumors of insider trading. Nothing concrete, just enough smoke to make investors sweat. Move 4. I replaced key files on her father's cloud drives with doctor versions. Tiny errors that would only surface during audits. Move 5. I waited. Revenge. I learned, ripened slowly. The night of their annual gala was perfect. Everyone who mattered was there. Partners, clients, press. My invitation was, of course, lost, but I didn't need one. I watched from my car across the street. Live feed streaming from the servers I'd infiltrated weeks earlier. The presentation began. Her father boasted of record profits. My wife smiled beside him. Perfect facade. Then the first alert hit his phone. Frozen assets. Accounts locked. Another notification. Investigation launched. Panic replaced confidence. My wife leaned in, whispering. His face drained of color. Then the screen behind him flickered. Slides replaced by bank statements, transfers, signatures. His name beside mine. Clear evidence of fraud. Gasps rippled through the room. Security swarmed. Reporters surged forward. And there I stepped inside, calm, silent. She saw me first. Eyes wide. Hand trembling. I said nothing, just met her gaze and nodded once. Her father tried to speak, voice cracking through the microphone. It's fabricated. But every denial only sank him deeper. Regulators were already notified. The media had all they needed. I stood a few feet away, close enough for him to see the calm in my eyes. "You taught me something," I said softly. "What?" he stammered. "That respect and fear often share the same face. You just have to make them switch." He lunged, but security intercepted him. Cameras flashed, and for the first time, my wife truly met my eyes. No anger, just realization. She understood. Every move I had made had been months in the making, and she had helped me by underestimating me. Within weeks, they lost everything. The company collapsed. The estate was seized. She tried to flee the country. Her accounts were frozen mid-flight. I didn't chase her. I didn't need to. Now I sit in the same car, outside the same building where it began. My bank app looks different this time. Full again. But the victory isn't in the numbers. The victory is silence. Peace. I feel no triumph, only completion. Betrayal, I learned, is a debt. And some debts cannot be forgiven, only collected. I closed the app, leaned back, and whispered no one. Payment received.